Before making a portrait, it is important to choose a good reference image. So today in this video, I will be discussing how I choose a reference image and what are the things that I look for in a picture before I draw it. Welcome. So I have intentionally placed only one light in the room just to make you understand how the light behaves or where shadows or highlights are created when light falls on the human face. As you can see, my whole face right now is completely and fully illuminated because the light is falling from the front, which illuminates my face completely, and therefore there are no shadows created on the face. Let me show you some examples. Have a look at this picture. Look how the light falls from the front and illuminates the face brightly. As you can see, there are no shadows on the face. Another example is this. No doubt the photography is very good. It's a beautiful picture, but in my opinion, it's a beautiful but a boring picture because there are no shadows. As an artist, I want to draw the highlights and the shadows that are created naturally on the human face. This is another example of a brightly illuminated face with no shadows, and this I think is a selfie. I always try and avoid selfies because sometimes we don't realize in a selfie the face becomes a little distorted, and you must have noticed the face of the person holding the phone appears to be larger than the person standing behind. So will I choose such pictures as my reference image? The answer is no. I don't like such brightly illuminated faces with no shadows. I'll tell you what I like. If I turn to my right, you can now see how one part of my face is illuminated and the other part is dark. This part is day, this part is night. Look how my nose creates a shadow right here. So for the purpose of portrait making, I like to use such images where light creates natural shadows on the human face, but not any shadow. There should not be any abnormal shadows on the face. I'll tell you what I mean by abnormal shadows. If any shadow is created by something which is not a part of the face, for example, let's take this object. If this object creates a shadow like this, so this is an abnormal shadow. Your reference image should not have such abnormal shadows. I avoid pictures with abnormal shadows as well as abnormal highlights. Shadows and highlights should be created by the natural shape of the face or anything which is a part of the face. Like for example, these specs that I'm wearing, this creates a small shadow right here. Can you see it? Since these specs are a part of my face, I can work with it. Let's look at some more examples. You can see there is an abnormal shadow on the face right here. So it is better to avoid such pictures. This is another very good example of abnormal highlight on the face. Not something we want in our reference image. Now let us see some good images that can be chosen as a reference image. You can clearly see the day and night concept which I talked about earlier. This is the day and this is the night. One part of the face is bright and the other part is dark. In this picture also you can see the day and night thing. It's very subtle and not as intense as the earlier one. This too can serve as a very good reference image. Another one, this can be a good reference image as well. You can see the nose is creating a shadow right here. The shadow created by the nose is very visible and easy to point out. So always look out for the shadow created by the nose. Another one, very interesting. Look how this shadow is created by the eye socket. Shadow created by the nose right here and here. As an artist, I love pictures like these with shadows and highlights. So these are the things that I look for in a picture before selecting them as my reference for making portraits. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was informative. Please like, share and follow. Have a great day and goodbye.